Or a little bit later, got to set up the tent. There is enough space here for the 10 by 12 Ozark Trail wall tent, but since it's just me, I recently purchased a 4-person dome tent, which is also an Ozark Trail. And since it's just me, I'm just going to put that up. I've never put it up before, so we're going to see how that goes. Should be fairly easy. I can put the wall tent up in about 30 minutes, but if it's just me, I left the inflatable cot and the tent in the car, the big wall tent, so we'll just do it this way and see how that works. Behind the Hipcamp, I'll be the only one here. It's a one location campsite, campfires behind us, but it's kind of a low-lying, I don't want to say it's wetland, but it's a low-lying area. And there are trails in which can be walked, and there's a pallet swing here that's behind where the tent's going to get set up. So I'm going to set this tent up and see how that goes. Very light on the items this time because of some of the amenities that this Hipcamp has. A rustic toilet, water, and then the campfire is behind. We'll get to that in a little bit. Good little tent to pop up. If you're staying longer stays or have the space, then obviously a larger tent like the Ozark Trail 10 by 12 tent that we normally use would be ideal for other situations. But this is good for one night, one person, or a quick setup for a couple of people. This is what's behind the campsite. Got like a pallet swing here. This is courtesy of the camp host. Water, and then a tent that contains a rustic toilet. Got sawdust there, toiletries, similar to what we normally would take on a camping trip. The pop-up tent, we have a flushing toilet. Behind is more trails. So nice little setup, and then we've seen the fire pit is up over here. You walk up this trail here, and then there's the fire pit, so it's not far away. Real quick, this Hipcamp, or this camp, it's a Hipcamp, but on the corners of all the walk paths, they have these little solar lights that light up. There's one there, and then there's one up here by the tent. Just little indicator lights, nothing. But there's one there. So as it gets darker, it's going to be easier to see, but kind of gives you a little identification of where you're at. Here's another one over here. And then there's a couple more over there. So if you run a camp, some type of Hipcamp, that might be something you would want to incorporate. It's a little added bonus.